Good morning all. My name is Ravi Ranjan. On the behalf of Prerna class, I am explaining here JEE solution of 2016 of paper physics. I am taking here set E. And the first setup is, it is based on the error analysis. Okay. Here, time period calculated for 100 oscillation. And data for 4 times it comes 90 second, 91 second, 95 second and 92 second. Okay, and you have to find out reported mean time. Clear? So reported mean time, it is equals to Tm plus minus delta T. Clear? And you know Tm is the mean of each readings. So Tm equals to 90 plus 91 plus 95 plus 92 whole divided by 4, and it comes to 92. Clear? Now moving toward delta T. For each measurement, the difference is, for the first measurement you may write it as difference it comes -2, and for the second measurement it comes, since it is 91 and delta T is 92, so you may write it as -1, and reading of third measurement is 95, so you may write it as 3, and reading of fourth measurement it is 92 and mean value is 92, so delta T4 is 0. Now delta Tm is mean of its modulus. Clear? So you may write it as -2 mod plus mod of -1 plus 3 plus 0 whole divided by 4, and the value comes to 1.5. Clear? But the least count of the measurement it is given 1 second, so actual value of reported time is 92 second plus minus 2 seconds. Okay, so option 1 is correct. Clear? Okay, now for second setup, it is based on rotational mechanics and especially the conservation of angular momentum. And you have to find out the false statement in the given option. Okay. First, what is the meaning of angular momentum? Here you have to find out angular momentum about point O. So angular momentum about point O is defined as m r cross of v. Clear? Now you may write it as m v r sin theta m n cap. N cap it is perpendicular to r vector and v vector. Clear? Let us say r vector in this direction and v vector directed like that. So what is the direction of n vector here? From you have to take first vector as r vector and second vector as the v vector. So if you apply the cross product, n vector here it is into the plane. Clear? For the given example. Now in first setup, particle moving along A to B with velocity v, and you have to find out angular momentum about O. So here if you perform r cross v, it is equivalent to OA cross AB. Clear? So that implies direction of angular momentum here is into the plane, and into the plane here is negative z axis, and the magnitude of angular momentum. So actual value of angular momentum about O for the A to B, it is minus mv by root 2 r cap k. So that implies option first is correct. Correct that statement? But you have to find out here the false statement. Now check here the option B, that means second option. Here for the C to D. Now if you consider particle moving along C to D, what will be the perpendicular distance? Perpendicular distance here is A and R sin 45. So you may write it as R by root 2. Clear? What will be the direction? So direction again for C to D, R vector in this direction and V along this. If you apply the cross product, then thumbs come outside the plane, so along the positive z axis. But perpendicular distance here is plus. So actual angular momentum about for C to D path is mv r by root 2 plus a cap T. That implies given option 2 is false. Clear? So you have to mark bubble the second option. Now check the third and fourth. Similarly, if you take the fourth option, again and for the D2A perpendicular distance is r by root 2. It's okay. So r by root 2 comes here, but direction here for D2A here velocity vector in this way and r vector in this way. So what is the direction? It gives angular momentum which is directed into the plane, or you can say that implies minus k cap. But in the given option here is on positive z axis. That implies fourth option is false. Clear? So this question is not a single choice question. It is actually here the multiple choice question. Clear? So correct option is 2 or 2 and 4. Clear? Next is third one. Here it is based on power energy and somewhat concept of friction. Here particle released from point P on a rough inclined plane and it is moving on a horizontal surface up to R. Height of P point is 2 meters is given, and you have to find out coefficient of friction mu and the distance q1. Clear? And it is also given energy loss in a part PQ, it is equal to energy loss in a part Q1. So from this statement, since delta Q lost in PQ, it is equal to delta Q lost in Q1. Okay? So that implies what will be the energy lost in P2Q? Only dissipated force here is the friction, so energy lost here is minus mu mg cos of theta into, and distance here is 2 cosec 45 degree. Clear? And for Q2R, energy lost is the again work done by the friction, so it is minus mu mg into distance x. Clear? Since I am using here loss term, so you may put here positive term. From here x comes to 3.5 meters. Clear? But in the given option 3 point given here in 2 and 3. So now you have to find out mu. Now apply work energy theorem in a part P2Q. So work energy theorem in P2Q, that implies work done by friction, that is minus mu mg cos of theta into 2 cosec 45 plus, and work done by the gravity mg into h here is 2. It is equal to change in kinetic energy, and it is equal to half mv square. Clear? And half mv r square, you may write here q to r, and it is equal to mu mg into x. If you solve this expression, from here mu comes to nearly 0.29. That implies option 3 is correct. Okay. Okay. Next is fourth one. Again, it is based on work power energy. Here, a person trying to lose its weight by burning some certain mass of body, here it is 10 kg to a height 1 meter and 1000 times. So, energy required, you may write it as it is equal to mgh, and it repeats its for 1000 times. So, it is equals to 98 kilojoule. Clear? And that energy utilized to burn the fat. And it is given per kg energy supplied by the fat is 3.8 into 10 to the power 7 joule, and its efficiency is 20%. So, mass of fat required, it is equals to energy required total divided by energy supplied by the fat, here 3.8 into 10 to the power 7, and since efficiency is 20%, so you may write it as 20% of this value, and that value is nearly equals to 12.89 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg. Okay, so that implies option 4 is correct. Clear? Okay, now in next setup, that means fifth one. It is based on the equilibrium of body as well as rotational motion of the body. Clear? Here, roller made of two cones moves along two lines. One is AB and other is CD. These two are not a parallel line, but cone is moving parallel to CD. Clear? So as cone moves forward, that means let us say at this position, so what happened? Distance of center of mass from CD line, let us say x1, and distance of cone AB line from center of mass, it is x2. Clearly, x2 is less than x1. So that implies normal reaction on AB line is greater as compared to normal reaction on CD line. Clear? So as a result, cone or you can say roller try to move backward. That implies roller turns left. Okay? So that implies option 1 is correct. Now moving to our sixth one. It is based on escape velocity and orbital velocity. Here particle is projected from a certain height, let us say h height, clear, from surface of Earth, radius is r. Clear? So you have to find out, and it is moving along a circular path. And it is given h is very less as compared to r. So you may consider it is moving just near about the surface. So what could be the orbital velocity for its motion? So VO equals to under root of gm by r. Clear? Or you may write it as it is equal to under root of Gm. Also we know, if you want to escape from this position, so escape velocity is equal to under root of 2 Gm by r, or it is equals to root 2 Gr. So additional velocity required, so additional velocity, or better you can say speed required, it is equal to root 2 Gr minus under root of Gr. So it is equal to root 2 minus 1 into Gr. That implies option 4 is correct. Okay? Okay, in next setup, that means 7th one. It is based on thermal expansion, and you know for simple pendulum time period, let us say T, it is equals to 2 pi into under root of L by G. Okay? If you increase the temperature length of a pendulum increases, so at higher temperature, let us say it is T dash, you may write it as 2 pi into under root of, let us say it is L naught, so L naught into 1 plus alpha into delta T. Clear? Here it is given, at temperature 40 degree, pendulum clock loses 12 seconds. So you may write for a day 8, 6, 4, 1, 2, it is equals to 2 pi into under root of L naught into 1 plus alpha, and delta theta here is, if we take actual time at theta, so 40 minus theta divided by G. Let us say it is equation 1. Similarly, you may write at temperature 20 degree, it gains 4 seconds. So you may write it as 86396, it is equals to 2 pi under root of L naught 1 plus alpha into theta minus 20 divided by G. It is equation 2. And actual time, and we have 86400, that is equals to 2 pi into under root of L naught by G. So we have 3 equations. On solving, it comes theta equal to 25 degree and alpha equals to 1.85 into 10 to the power minus 5 unit. Clear? So that implies option 1 is correct. It may also be solved in another way, alternate method. As you know, delta T by T, it is equal to alpha 2 into delta theta. So for a day, delta n by n, it is also equal to alpha 2 into delta theta. Clear? Here n is constant. That implies delta n is directly proportional to delta theta. Clear? So according to given term, 12 equal to 12 by 4 equals to 40 minus theta divided by theta minus 20. That implies theta is 25. So option 1 is correct. Okay? Okay, next is 8th setup. In this setup, thermodynamical process is given and it is in the form of PV to the power n is constant. So you may write it as a polytropic process. process. In general, we have molar heat capacity for a process, it is equal to Cv plus delta W divided by N delta T. In case of polytropic process, it comes Cv plus delta W minus Nr delta T divided by K minus 1 into N delta T. So you may write it as Cv plus R by 1 minus K. Now C minus Cv equal to R by 1 minus K. So K equals to R by C minus Cv. And you know C equal to R is Cp minus Cv. Sorry, it is 1 minus K. 1 minus K equals to R by C minus Cv. That implies Cp minus Cv whole divided by C minus Cv. So K comes to C minus Cp divided by C minus Cv. That implies option 2 is correct. Clear? Next one is again based on thermodynamics for 9th setup. Here PV diagram is given for the process A to D, and you have to find out the maximum temperature during the process. Here AB is a non-stable process. Okay, and if you write here the PV relation, it comes equation of this straight line is P equal to minus slope is P naught by V naught into V, and Y intercept here is 3 P naught. From the given PV relation, you may write it as N RT by V equals to minus P naught V naught into V plus 3 P naught. Okay. Now, if we want to obtain maximum temperature, for maximum temperature, that implies dT by dV equals to 0. From here, we obtain V equals to 3 V naught by 2. Now, if we put this value in equation first, from first, T max equals to 9 V naught by 4 Nr. That implies 1 is correct. Clear? Next is then setup. It is based on SHM. It is given at a distance 2a by 3 where a is amplitude. If you want to obtain its speed, then V equal to omega under root of a square minus x square. Clear? So omega under root of a square minus, and x is 2a by 3 whole square, and it comes to root 5 a omega by 3. Clear? Now in the setup, velocity now becomes 3 times. So what would be the new amplitude? So new velocity at x equal to 2a by 3, it is equals to root 5 a omega. Clear? So again, if you apply V equal to omega into under root a square minus x square, so root 5 a omega whole square, it is equal to omega square a nu cos square minus 2a by 3 का whole square. From here, new amplitude comes to 7a by 3. So that implies option 4 is correct. Okay. Next one is based on wave on a string. Here, string of length L and it is given 20 meter, and a wave pulse sent from its lower end, let us say x equal to v. Clear? So you have to find out time to reach the other end. We have wave speed equals to under root of t by mu. Clear? And what will be the tension in a string? Definitely at different point we have different tension. So if we want to obtain tension as a function of x, so at this point tension, it is the weight of its lower part. Clear? So we may write it as m by L is the mass per unit length into x is the mass of this part, that means x length into g whole divided by mu. Mu again m by L. Finally it comes v equal to under root of gx. Now clearly v is the rate of change of x, so you may write it as dx by dt equals to under root of gx. Again if you rearrange it, dx by root x, it is equal to root g dt. Now integrating both sides, at t equal to 0, it is at x equal to 0. At any instant, let us say t naught, x equal to L. So finally t naught is 2 root 2 seconds. That implies option 3 is correct. Okay? Okay, next is 12 setup. Here density varies with this distance from its center according to relation for a given spherical body. Its radius is A and outer radius area B. Okay? If we consider at a distance r from its center a spherical region, so using Gauss law, we have total flux equal to charge enclosed by epsilon naught, and total flux here is E into 4 pi r square at a distance r, and right hand side is Q enclosed divided by epsilon naught, and the value of Q enclosed is point charge at its center, so charge inside Q, as well as charge of this spherical part. So it is integral rho as a function of r into 4 pi r square dr from A to r. Okay? Now it is written as E into 4 pi r square, it is equals to 1 by epsilon naught into Q plus integral, and the value of rho is A by r. So it is A by r into 4 pi r square into dr A to r. Finally it comes E into 4 pi r square equals to Q plus 2 pi A r square minus A square 1 by epsilon. Now for E to be independent of r, for E to be of r, that implies Q minus 2 pi A square capital A, that should be equal to 0. From here the value of A comes to Q by 2 pi A square. So option 1 is correct. 1 is correct. Okay. Next is 13th setup. In 13th setup, it is based on the capacitor as well as the electric field. Okay, here 8 volt battery and 4 capacitors arranged in this way. Clearly 3 and 6 both in parallel. So what will be the equivalent of 3 and 9? So it is 12. 12 and 4 in series. So equivalent of 12 and 4 is in the parallel combination 4 into 12 by 4 plus 12. So it comes 3 microfarad. Now set them transform to like that 8 volt and it is 2 microfarad and it is 3 microfarad. So clearly C equivalent of this setup is 5 microfarad. Okay. So charge supplied by the battery here, let us say it is Q naught, it is equal to 40 microcoulomb. Here 40 microcoulomb. Now 40 microcoulomb is divided in 3 and 2. So you know in parallel combination charge divided in same ratio of capacitance. So on 3 microfarad it is 24 microcoulomb and on 2 microfarad it is 16 microcoulomb. So clearly charge on 4 microfarad capacitor it is equals to 24 microcoulomb. Now on charge on 9 microfarad, here from here 24 microcoulomb is divided in 2 parts, 3 and 9 both in parallel. So charge on 9 microfarad capacitor will be if you divide it in 1:3, then it comes 18 microcoulomb. So what will be the summation of charge? Let us say that charge is Q dash. The required charge is 24 plus 18. So it is 42 microcoulomb. Clear? So what will the electric field at a distance 30 meter from this charge is K Q dash by 30 meter square. On solving it comes 420 Newton per coulomb. So option 3 is correct. Okay. Okay, next is based on a magnetic field. That means set up 16. Here, two identical wires, each of length L, carry current I. Wire A went into circle. So magnetic field at its center, it is given by mu naught I by 2R. And now what is R? Where 2 pi R, it is equal to length of the wire. Let us say it is L. So R equal to L by 2 pi. And due to a square on its center, what will be the magnetic field if it carry current I? So magnetic field, okay, in setup 16, again it is based on electromagnetism. And you know, for electromagnets and transformer, to reduce the loss of energy, its resistivity should be low. So option B is more graph B matched for graph B matches for electromagnet, magnet and transformer. To reduce its energy loss, its VT should be low. Okay, so correct option is 4. Clear? Okay, next is 17, and it is based on the alternating current. For a direct current, it is given 10 ampere. So R will be 8 by 10, 80 by 10. So it is 8 ohm. Now, when it is connected to a AC source with inductor of inductance L, and here RMS value of AC source is given, V RMS it is equal to 220. So clearly I is same here. So V RMS it is equal to I into impedance, where Z is impedance. V RMS is 220, I is 10, and Z you may write it here square root of R square plus omega L का whole square, where omega is 2 pi into F, and the value of F is given here 50 Hz. Okay, if you solve, omega nearly equals to 0.065 Henry. That implies 4 inch current. Okay. Next is Eppin setup. Again, it is based on the energy form of electromagnetic radiation. We have E equals to hc by lambda or h into f. Okay. So that implies E directly proportional to frequency, or you can say E inversely proportional to lambda. And we have frequency of radio wave is less compared to frequency of yellow light, and frequency of blue light is greater as compared to yellow, and it is less as compared to frequency of X-ray. Okay, so correct option is 1 is correct. That implies 1 is correct for increasing order of energy. 19th setup. It is based on the optical instrument and telescope. We have magnifying power. It is equal to angle subtended by image at eye to the angle subtended by object at eye. So angle subtended by image at eye, it is equal to m times of angle subtended by object. Clear? So that implies nearly 20 times larger. Clear? Now moving toward this statement. For the observer, it appears. So definitely for normal adjustment, image form at infinity, formed at infinity. That implies it will be 20 times, nearly 20 times tall. So that implies option three is correct. But if you look at the observer, that means so, but for the observer, it appears nearer. That implies option 4 is correct. But so what will be the actual answer? So according to this statement, I think 4 is more accurate answer. So that implies 4 is more appropriate answer. Okay. Next is 27. It is based on diffraction. We have for geometrical spread it is equal to A, and for different diffraction spread it is equals to lambda L by A, and a spot side B it is equals to A plus lambda L by A. So for minimum spot size that implies A equal to lambda A by A, clear? And for B minimum it is equal to lambda L plus of lambda L. So you can say it is 2 times of lambda L. So that implies option 3 is correct. Okay? Okay, next is 19th setup. It is based on the optical instrument and telescope. We have magnifying power. It is equal to angle subtended by image at eye to the angle subtended by object at eye. So angle subtended by image at eye, it is equal to m times of angle subtended by object. Clear? So that implies nearly 20 times larger. Clear? Now moving toward this statement. For the observer, it appears. So definitely for normal adjustment, image form at infinity, formed at infinity. That implies it will be 20 times, nearly 20 times taller. So that implies option three is correct. But if you look at the observer, that means so, but for the observer, it appears nearer. That implies option 4 is correct. But so what will be the actual answer? So according to this statement, I think 4 is more accurate answer. So that implies 4 is more appropriate answer. Okay. Next is 20 setup. It is based on diffraction. We have for geometrical spread it is equal to A, and for different diffraction spread it is equals to lambda L by A, and a spot side B it is equals to A plus lambda L by A. So for minimum spot size that implies A equal to lambda A by A, clear? And for B minimum it is equal to lambda L plus of lambda L. So you can say it is 2 times of lambda L. So that implies option 3 is correct. Okay? Okay, next is 21st. It is based on photoelectric effect. We have maximum kinetic energy of photoelectron is half mv square, and it is equal to hc by lambda minus work function. If you rearrange it, that implies if you change the value of lambda here, so definitely energy changes. So for hc by 3 lambda minus 5 equals to half m v1 square. Let us it is first and second equation. From first and second, hc by 3 lambda it is equal to 1 by 2 m v1 square minus v square. That implies v is greater than v into 4 by 3 to the power half. So option 1 is correct. Okay? Okay, next is set up 22nd. It is based on radioactivity. We have n equal to n naught e to the power minus lambda, as well as n equal to n naught 2 to the power t by t half. Clearly 80 minutes is a multiple of half-life of H. So number of nuclei of A at t equal to 80 minutes. It is equals to Na dash, it is equals to n naught divided by 2 to the power 4, or you can say n naught by 16. So number of nuclei decay of A, that means delta Na, it is equal to n naught minus n naught by 16, or you may write it as 15 by 16 n naught. Similarly for B, number of nuclei of B after 2 half-life, that means n naught by 2 to the power 2. So it is equals to n naught by 4. Now number of nuclei decay, delta Nv equals to n naught minus n naught by 4. So you may write it as it is equals to 3 n naught by 4. Now required ratio is delta Na by delta Nv, and it comes 5 by 4. That implies 4th is correct. Okay. Next is 23rd. Again it is based on semiconductor or on setup is direct from the gates. From the given diagram it is clear if you draw the Boolean diagram truth table, so it comes OR gate. That implies option 3 is correct. Okay. Next setup is 24. It is direct from the requirement of audio signal in amplitude modulation, and a statement 1 is correct. So 1 is the correct option. No requirement to check 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Next is 25th setup. It is based on measuring instrument RTS2 gate. So if you calculate the least count, it comes 0.5 by 50. So it is 0.01 mm. Now, from the given data, 0 error, it is equals to -5 into, and least count is 0.01. I have calculated here. It comes minus 0.05 mm. Clear? So thickness, it is equals to measured value, that means 0.5 plus 25th divisions corresponding, it is 25th into 0.01. Since error is negative, so you have to add here plus 0.05. So final answer is 0.80 mm. That implies option 2 is correct. Okay. Okay, next is 26. For an open organ pipe, for the fundamental frequency, we have frequency equal to P by 12. Clear? Now if it dip in a water, then it form a closed organ pipe. If its length is L, according to question, its length is L by 2. Now fundamental frequency of that is, since it behaves like a closed organ pipe, so Fs equals to V by 4 L by 2. So finally it is V by 2L, that is L. So correct option is 4. Okay. Next setup is 27. Sorry. It is from electrical instrument and galvanometer and ammeter. So if you connect shunt resistance parallel to galvanometer, let us say resistance is RG and RS, then overall it behaves like a ammeter. Clear? So here Ig equals to RS by Rg plus RS into Im. Okay? So that implies RS equal to 0.01 ohm. So option 1 is correct. Okay. Next is 28. It is based on geometrical optics, and from the fringe we have angle of deviation, it is equals to I plus E minus A. Okay. So from here we obtained it is 74 degree. Clear? Also we have mu equals to sine of A plus delta minimum by 2 divided by sine of A by 2. A we have 74 and mu is given, mu you have to obtain that implies mu equals to 5 by 3 sine of 37 plus delta minimum by 2. Okay, so it gives, since mu max can have 5 by 3, so that implies mu will be less than 5 by 3. As a result, also delta minimum will be less than, since delta minimum is less than 40 degree. That implies mu is greater than 5 by 3 sine of 57 degree. Okay, and it is less than 5 by 3 sine of 60 degree. So that implies mu is less than 1.446. So nearest possible value could be 1.5. That implies nearest possible value would be 1.5. So option 1 is correct. Clear? Okay, next is 29. From the graph it is clear option 1 is correct. Since they all represent the basic graph of I versus V, so option 1 is correct. Okay, next is 13th setup. Okay, next is 13th setup. It is based on semiconductor and comes from transistor, and we have for common emitter configuration. Emitter configuration. One by alpha equals to 1 by beta plus 1, and alpha equal to beta by 1 plus beta is correct. So incorrect the statement is second and fourth. Second and fourth both are the incorrect statement. So actually this question will be a multiple choice, but I think if you mark second and fourth, you will get the correct answer, full marks. Okay, thank you.